Well, give some people some chances to get into the room. But for everybody who's going to look at this after it's recorded, I'm going to do some things I'll probably repeat. Okay, this is the update to the extending the shifter arms, the shifter levers on your transmission, Saginaw transmission. This Saginaw transmission, 4 speed, manual 4 speed, is in a 64 Impala. And what we ran into, as stated in the earlier video, is for whatever reason, when we hooked up um, the motor and trans, the shifter arms weren't long enough. Now, I figured that had to be something I was doing wrong because I bought the motor and trans together. So they should have fit. Because the distance between the motor and transmission shouldn't change no matter what car it's in. So I was really thrown as to what I was doing wrong because when I'm working on my cars, the first thing I think is that I'm making a mistake and not it's the wrong part or anything like that. What I found out was this is a regular problem. And people extend and make shifter arms all the time. So, all right, not as bad as I thought the problem was. So, these are shifter arms, right? So if you got a Saginaw transmission, this is what your shifter lever is going to look like. This is reverse. This is first and second. This is third and fourth. That's reverse. And these hook into the side of the transmission. This end hooks into the shifter. Madeline, what's going on? Madeline, do you are you a car person? You drive? What do you got? What kind of car you got, Madeline? Um, this end actually hooks into the shifter. There's a little circle. This goes on it. Stopper nut stops it from going off. Oh, Madeline is a car person. Okay, what kind of car you got, Madeline? Um, so this end was not making it. Hook this into the transmission. This was not making it. So I showed you guys. I bought some threaded round bar, which you can get at Home Depot. You can get it at Ace. You got a Tesla? Oh, nice. Okay. Um, Big money, Tesla. Okay, this is round bar. You can get this threaded round bar. Now, what you got to look at is if you have a coarse or a fine thread. See, that's a fine thread. This is a coarse thread. A coarse thread is wider. Okay, so you get you some round bar. Thank you for that like. Everybody hit that like button. You get you some of this. Now you can get this in like 6 feet bars, right? And you can cut it to the size you need it. And you have what's called a coupler nut. And what you're going to do is screw that coupler nut. Basically, it's a nut like this, but it's long enough that you can screw into both ends of it, and that extends it. Now, the good part is you can adjust based on your coupler nut. You can adjust how long you need your shifting link to be. Now, some people cut it and weld it, but then you're screwed with how long it is. Now, what I'm going to do is show you guys how it turned out. So, we're going to go up under the car, and you're going to see, because the round bar is new, well, it's chrome, you're going to see, or stainless steel, you're going to see exactly what was done and how it all works out. Okay, orientation's being thrown off, but we'll get that in. All right, well, you can see it here. I'll just do it sideways. All right. This is the coupler nut. I'm losing focus. This is the coupler nut. Right? Um, you see where it's hooking into the side of the transmission up here. That's the end I told you guys about. Where it hooks into the side of the transmission. That's the top end. And this is the threaded end that wasn't long enough. And you see the round bar. That's the coupler nut. So that means the end of the, there you go. That's the end of the shifter arm going into the coupler nut. And then I screwed the round bar into the other end of the coupler nut. Now it's extended. So here is reverse, third and fourth, first and second, if I'm not mistaken. No, this is first and second. This is third and fourth. This is reverse. Now these I just put on because I don't have stopper nuts. So this is going to be on just to hold it in place while I'm shifting. And then once I got everything the way it needs to be, I'll put the actual stopper nuts, which I'll show you what a stopper nut looks like when I get from under here. But this is a Saginaw 4-speed, okay? That's your housing to your transmission. Okay, my orientation's being thrown off because I'm upside down. But, and where's your clutch? Your clutch is, oh, here. It's going to throw off. Trying to get where I can see what you can see. Okay, here's your clutch right here. All right. So now all of this is going to get washed off and repainted, so there's no chips, no nothing. But you want under your car to be as nice as any other part of your car. Like all of this, all these chips are going to be fixed. I'm going to have to come back with a little paintbrush, like, you know, if you're painting a picture and you touch all that up. All of this is just dust, though. This is not overspray. That's just dust, if you can see that. That's just dust. And you can see it down there by the transmission. I got my, not transmission. That's the, they call that the pig. I don't know why they call that the pig, but that's what they call it. That's where your differential is housed. And if your differential is orange, that generally signifies that you have a posi rear end. Posi traction is when both of your tires spin at the same time, not one tire spins and push the whole car and the other three tires kind of roll with it. Just gives you more takeoff, more power. And because this is an SS, I put it on there. I'm not going to use a lot of power because I got 13s on here. And I don't want to have more power than these tires can handle because this is a heavy car also. But, you know, you want to have the right stuff. So, this is really old technology. So in any car, you got to get a feel for the clutch. And where's my shifter ball? This is my shifter ball. This is my shifter. Now, why do I have a die as a shifter? Well, it's a little theme I'm going with. See that? And then they have it where your locks can have a die on it, but I want to go with the gold to kind of work with the door interior. You see what I'm saying? I think I made the right decision. So this goes on here, and you screw it down, but that's what that looks like. Now, of course, you got to have your fuzzy dice. And then I think when I show the car, I'm going to get a pair of big dice and put it in the back seat. If I could find some big fuzzy dice, that would even be even more hype. But yeah, I'm going to keep the little dice thing going. So on all of my wheels, you got the die. So what I'm going to have to do now is somehow this door is off again. And this is not happening. So I have to loosen these up, adjust the door, loosen these bolts up, kick that door in, and then tighten them up. But I'm gonna need my son to help me do that. And then I can put the front end back on, put the battery back in, because your battery goes here. The battery sits on that tray right there. So technically I could screw this in and put my battery back on it, but too much of a headache. I got this door lined up pretty good. It's not the best, but I think it's going to. Oh, wow. That didn't look good. All right. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. And then, so what you do, you line your door up with your quarter panel. See where it's a little off right here? I'm just struggling with it. But you line it up with your quarter, and then you line your fender with your door. And then you should be good. So, see, it doesn't look bad when you look at it this way. It doesn't look bad. You're looking at the body lines. That is a body line. That is a body line. So it's pretty straight. Still got to get the carpet for back here. Got Felix the cat on here. Got to get the carpet for back here. Figure out what else I'm going to do. How I'm going to institute lighting in this car. At the very least, I'm going to have lighting up under the dash. Got my wires hidden at least. But yeah, it's about getting that door fixed, and no need to put the front end back on if the door is not lined up. Now I got to figure out how it keeps getting off, because once you line it up, it should stay lined up. So I'm missing something, but that's not to be worried about. Once you know what the problem is, you just fix it. So that's where we are. I want you guys to see how that transmission is working out. I still haven't gotten a chance to test drive it because obviously I don't have the battery in it. So make sure you guys hit that like button and follow the channel. And hopefully we will have I'll find out Monday an update on when my Continental kit will be here. I get the Continental kit in, paint it, get this front end on, and put the lights in the trunk, lights up under the dash, and put my cruiser skirts back on, sand it down one last time, clear it, and we ready to rock and roll. Yeah, clear it, buff it, clear it, wet sand it, buff it, and it's ready to go up north, and we bring down the 62. We got two 62s. We got a 62 hardtop, 62 convertible. We're cutting the top off of the 62 hardtop. How old am I? Old as my tongue and a little older than my teeth. That's what Santa Claus said in Miracle on 34th Street. It's a Christmas movie. But yeah, that's what we're doing. Gonna get this done, man. Get this done. Get this out of this garage. As much as I love this car, I'm tired of looking at it. I want to see a piece of junk to bring back. This has been brought back for a while, so I want to miss it. I want to put it in the garage, miss it for a bit, and then come back and fall in love with it again. So make sure you guys hit that like button. And this is your update on extending your shifting levers for a Saginaw 4-speed.